Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of LEGO Weaponry. Today we have an Italian SMG for you guys today, and well, I think this is only featured in Black Ops 1 multiplayer and the campaign obviously, and well, I kind of liked the way that this SMG was designed. It was very basic to make, and well, it kind of saved me time on complicated things, but either way, I got this SMG done for the very first time in my life. So let's get to this point where I'll show you the weapon. So here it is. Oh yes, this is called the Spectre M4. Oh yes, like I've said already, this is an Italian SMG, and it follows different types of calibers, well, pistol calibers that is, and well, it's kind of a basic SMG, and well, I think this was used for the Italian army or something like that, and apparently this, well, the company that's made these SMGs have developed civilian versions, so they could be like up for sale and everything else for the civilian market and everything else. So yes, but either way, this is the Spectre M4, and talking about, well, details and everything else, let's have a look at the facts as well as the comparisons between the real version and this LEGO version. So let's have a look, shall we? Interesting. Right, let's show you the areas and the features of this particular SMG. First things first, well, here is the magazine obviously, and I've forgotten the name of its type of magazine. It's a special name, but you know, it's designed, it's kind of cool in a way because it can fit in a big amount or a big capacity of rounds in one package like this, for example, and that's a cool thing. I think it fits around over 30 or 50 rounds, and that's saying something. You know, it's technically like a P90s magazine, but the right way up. So yeah, that's just how I call it. Anyway, like so. Well, with these Spectre M4s, you could either have the Foregrip, which I'm familiar with, or without the Foregrip, which is kind of strange. Hang on, let me show you, if I could. Yep, this is basic. Now this is what it would look like, technically. And it kind of reminds me, in a way, of a PPSH, which is a Russian SMG, or a machine, well, an assault rifle or something like that, which has high rate of fire and all that stuff. And yeah, that's just all really. So anyway, replace the foregrip back on because I'm more familiar with it that way, like so. Anyway, moving on. Foresight, resight. No, I don't mind the sighting. Well, I had slight troubles with the resight just because I haven't seen screenshots or seen details of this SMG in Black Ops 1 for a very, very long time, so I would be a little bit skeptic on those. So I had to double check on those screenshots on the intranet, as you guys call it. I know the internet, don't you worry. And yeah, trying to figure out on the details of this. It was kind of hard at first, but I got there in the end. I tried my best, even though it's Lego and everything else. So yes, anyway, let's move on. Here's the charging handle, like so. And most probably the why it's designed like this so that you could fold your stock fully on top. So yes, but unfortunately I couldn't do that just because I was lacking of time and I had to get facts done and all that stuff. But either way, you know, at least you get to see the actual weapon itself, you know, instead of showing you guys the stock only. It's like, yes, this is the stock of this weapon and all that stuff. Anyway, enough of my boring jokes. Anyway, you can slightly see the exposed breach there, but it ain't supposed to be there, but I tried my best with that because, well, it's Lego. Anyway, breach, like so. And, yeah, yes. And, muzzle right there. And, yes. Pistol grip, trigger, squared trigger guard. And well, I think the different calibers it fires is either a 9x19mm Parabellum, which is the usual pistol caliber, a .45 ACP, which is kind of impressive when it comes to this, a 9x21mm, or a .40 Smith & Wesson. So yeah, it's pretty impressive for an SMG like this, even though it's an Italian. So yeah, I wouldn't know much about it, but at least you get to know things about it with the expectations and all that stuff, if that makes any sense, you know. I'm trying to be more impressive, but nah. Anyway, this is all I have time for you guys, unfortunately, today. So yeah, I'm sorry if you didn't expect such a weapon like this, you know. Well, some people have expectations and negative thoughts about it and all that stuff, but you know, I wanted to make it just because I was kind of interested and I've never had the opportunity to make this. So now that I have come to the point where I've actually shown you my completed model, which is the Spectre M4, and yeah, it's not so bad how it turned out, you know. I had slight thoughts about it, and yeah, it's come to the point where I've actually made it, and yeah, it's finally here. So anyway, that weapon is done and over with, so yes, like so. But join me, well, not tomorrow, but join me Thursday, that is, as I'll be making a special movie prop for you guys. But I won't say that special because this movie prop I'll be saying about is not a firearm at all, no. The only hint I could give you is that only one could wield this weapon, but no one else can pick it up, because it's that powerful, and only a special person can hold this weapon. So, yes, either way, join me on Thursday for this good old weapon, or self-defense weapon, as you may say, because it's not a firearm I'm on about, it's just an ordinary, you know, physical weapon and all that stuff. But either way, join me on Thursday for that. But if you're either way, hope you liked this episode. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment down below what you think this episode. It should help me a lot. But if you really liked it, why not subscribe to my channel and keep the channel going? It should help me a lot as well. Well, yes, keep up to date with videos that I do as well. Oh yes, feel free. And also, don't forget to check out the links in the description below. They are home pages to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, and all that stuff. So yes, feel free to check those out. But either way, we had some, well, I've had some friend requests from Facebook and all, but I don't know if they were either from random people who haven't seen it or people who have seen it, but either way, I have added one person and all, and he turned out to be one of the people in the comments section, funny enough. So yeah, so I appreciate that. Well, we have been friends on Facebook for quite a while now, so yeah, it's kind of a cool thing, you know, we get to communicate and all, and as well as the YouTube community as it is, so yeah, that's a good thing. So yes, anyway, so yes, join me Thursday, like I said 1,000 times, for a movie prop which isn't a firearm. So yes, it may not be an exciting thing to wait for, but I bet you the people out there who like, well, I don't want to say the key word because because that would just give it away too obviously, you know what I'm saying? Is like, my hints are just too obvious to actually understand. It's like, I'll give you one hint, it's this. And then you guys are like, oh, yes, I know that weapon. I know that weapon, I'm just going to say it out loud. But luckily enough, there was this one person in the comment section, he knew what I was on about one time, and he didn't say it out loud because he knew that he might have ruined it for me and everyone else. So yeah, luckily enough, he didn't mention it, he kept it to himself, which is a cool thing for someone to do, and yeah, it's very interesting. Anyway, so yes, this is all I have time. So anyway, enough me yapping on about, well, humour and all that stuff. So anyway, join me Thursday for a non-firearm movie prop, and as always, enjoy the rest of your days. Salute!